You already know who it is. It's your girl Sugar and I back with the Need Some Sugar podcast. I want to thank everybody who's been listening to the podcast since it's been back. I have dropped 2 episodes so far. Episode 8, which is She's Back, and episode 9, Who is Nat Cruz Music. Please make sure you guys tune into those episodes. Also, next week I'm dropping episode 11 featuring Big Sheets, and y'all do not want to miss that. All right, so we're going to roll right into this thing. So I have a few topics for you guys this week. However, the first one, I just want to say it and get it out the way. Tory Lanez filed for an appeal. I really don't care about that trial no more. Y'all, that trial really ran me down. Like, that trial was just too much back and forth. Maybe this, maybe that. I'm so sick of it. Once he got convicted, Megan got her justice. All right, that's it. Now they bringing him back into the news because he's filing an appeal. Of course he would. He might lose. He might not. I really don't give a fuck no more. The only way I'm going to report this to y'all or tell y'all about it is if some big shit happened. Like, he actually gets out. Now, if he gets out, I don't know. I like Tory Lanez music a little bit. So, I wouldn't mind if he, escaped from jail and made like a little mixtape, like a Chicks tape. What he on 4 now? If he made like a little Chicks tape 4 and then, got put back in jail, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not even gonna lie. But Tory Lanez filed for an appeal. We don't really care. Bye. 6ix9ine got beat up. 6ix9ine got beat up, and that it just is what it is. It was what it was. He got beat up. Somebody finally called him. A lot of people were talking about that it probably was a setup. Like, he paid them and made it look like he got just beat up because he didn't have no security with him. He just went to the gym by himself. Why would such a big star go to the gym by themselves? Which is true, but not Tory Lanez. 6ix9ine talks a lot of shit, so it very much is believable that he got caught slipping. Like, somebody saw him. He probably, 6ix9ine don't talk about like people personally. He always goes at celebrities. So he might have said something wrong about one of their favorite rappers, and they called him in the gym bathroom. I'm not gonna lie, if that was a setup, he got beat the fuck up. Like, they stomped him out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, 6ix9ine got drug a little bit. And it's well deserved because 6ix9ine really runs his mouth, and he runs his mouth as if he didn't do anything wrong in the public opinion. And he very well might not care about the public opinion, which is fine. It's so fine. But we don't really fuck with you like that. Next. So the big news this week was, or as far as celebrity gossip, is SWV and Xscape. They have a show on Bravo, where they're trying to come up with like a one night show or a tour. I'm not very clear on that one, but they're trying to do that. And there's a whole bunch of drama in each group. Well, let me correct myself. There's a whole bunch of drama in Xscape, and then there's drama with Xscape and SWV, like group versus group. The drama in Xscape is between Tamika Scott and her sister Latocha Scott. They going back and forth about Latocha and her husband stealing Tamika's money because Tiny, T.I.'s wife, her mom signed them up for some type of royalty program for their music. And, their first couple checks were kind of big because they just had signed up and that program had been around for years. So, they had, what is it called? Restitution. No. What's that word? It's an R word. Retro pay. So I guess that is what was going on. And supposedly Tamika Scott's checks, the addresses got changed. They got sent to Latocha house. They got deposited into Latocha's husband's accounts. And Tamika just dropped a video on YouTube. I believe her YouTube page is The Real Tamika Scott. She just dropped a video on her YouTube page, and she dropped receipts. Bitch, she dropped receipts. See, Latocha was, if you got proof, drop the receipts, and did. And then Tasha went on live after all that shit came out, crying, talking about she want to talk to her sister and yada yada yada. But her sister, and the other members of Xscape were on, going on radio trying to promote the show. And they asked, they talked to Tasha, and they all said no, she changed her number. So why all of a sudden, when your sister dropped these receipts and you're trying to drop a gospel album because you got signed to Motown Gospel, Why now do you want to talk to your sister? Is it because you try and keep them church folk happy? If you are just as fake as the rest of them church people. And I know this might get a ruffle a little bit of feathers, but I don't give a shit. Church folks are some of the most hypocritical people I've ever met in my life. How the fuck are you cursing all week? You cussing these kids out. You cussing people out at your job. You cussing your husband out. You just a cusser. But on Sundays, you wake up and you play gospel music and go to church and don't cuss at all and do all things holy under the sun. But yet, Monday through Saturday, you are acting like a heathen. But on Sunday, that is the day that you put on your Sunday's best. You walk up in that church and you act fake. I have not met in my life personally. I have not met one church person that I was like, okay, they're genuinely in love with the Lord. They do everything right. They really believe the Bible. They live by the Bible. They've done their research. Like they really are honoring and respecting this religion. Because I really don't like when we talk about Christian people being hypocrites, because it is disrespectful to those Christians that actually do live a Christian life Sunday to Sunday. They don't, curse all week and then stop cursing on Sunday. Like they literally don't curse at all. They go to Bible study on this day, or it don't even matter about all the extra shit. A good Christian person to me is just somebody who does, lives by the things that they expect others to live by. You live by the Bible day in and day out, cool. However, the reason why I was saying that is because Latocha Scott, your sister said that you stole $30,000 from her and you didn't want to talk to her because you said she was lying. You and your husband told her, drop the receipts, do this, do that, right? When your sister dropped said receipts, now you on live crying like, I just want to talk to my sister and we all go through. Bitch, shut up. Well, not bitch. I mean, I'm sorry, girl. It's a term of endearment. But Latasha, girl, shut up. Shut up. And if anybody buys this fake bullshit of you now wanting it's a family issue, it should be handled behind closed doors. No, it should be handled how it's being handled in the fucking public. You wasn't treating your sister right while it was being handled behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, you was walking all over your sister. But now that she brought it to the light and she stood on something, because that's the topic of this episode, stand on something. Stand on it, right? Now that your sister stood on something, she stood on her morals and her values. Now you want to cry talking about, I've been trying to reach out. I've been trying to take, no. I need y'all to understand that people get to a point where they almost fucking hate you, and not like that they don't love you. Because, for example, that's her sister. She loves her sister for the fact that that is her sister. However, the pain is deeper because that is my sister, and and she allowed her husband also to be a part of stealing my money. At the time, they said Tamika was pregnant with her youngest daughter. She was like struggling a little bit. Like, the money from the music wasn't coming in how it used to. So it's like, that is a deeper hurt than anything else. My own sister knows that I'm struggling and that I need my money, but yet shit got flipped around and she stole my fucking money. You're my sister and you stole my money, and you think that I'm going to forgive you as easy as I will forgive somebody else? No, that pain, that hurt, that betrayal is way deeper than just a stranger doing it. It'll be one thing. For example, it'll be one thing if Kandi or Tiny did that to her. Yeah, she's going to be pissed, but she's going to get her money back, one. And two, it's not going to hurt that bad because, yeah, they're her group members, but they're not her sister, right? Tasha, you are her sister. And you allowed your husband to sign his name on her checks and deposit them into her account, because there's no way that anybody is going to tell me that Latasha did not know and Latasha did not benefit from that money. Let's say Latasha ain't have a hand in it at all. Like, she didn't file no paperwork. She didn't even see the check. Her husband just said what he was going to do. And she said, that's my sister. I don't really want to be a part of that. Whatever. Right? That's still bad because that's your sister. You allowed your husband to do something like that for your sister. And also, like I said, it makes it worse if you were a part of changing the address to get the check signed, sent to your house. I think the checks were getting sent also to the mom's house, and then they switched the address, and then the mom, when they recorded it, when they started recording it on the show, the mom telling the camera guys, cut them cameras off. Oh, you don't want to talk about it in front of the people. That's because that mom knew that they probably gave the mom some of that check too. Because if y'all watch that show, it's on BET. It's called Xscape, SWV and Xscape. No, it's on Bravo, bitch. Wow. It is on Bravo. It's on Bravo. Bravo. Yeah. It is not on BET. It's on Bravo. It's SW and Xscape, Queens of R&B or something like that. I think it's episode 2. That mom got so mad and was yelling, telling the cameraman to get out of her house, telling her daughter Tamika to be quiet. You hurting your sister. Why would you say something like that about your sister? Like, okay, I'm a mother, right? But I only have one child now. But if I had multiple children, girls especially, if one of my daughters said, especially my youngest daughter, if one of my daughters said, "Hey, mom, so and so stole my money," I'm digging in my other daughter's ass, and I'm also going to do my research. I'm not just going to believe the words and not try to. I'm like, you have proof? Like, how do you know this? But even if she doesn't have solid proof, I'm gonna trust my child's feeling, because in real life I trust my feelings. So I'm gonna raise them to trust your feelings. Because even if there's nothing physical for you to look at to prove how you feel, you're feeling that energy for a reason, right? So the way the mom should have done it was her daughter's coming to her telling her like, "Hey, your other daughter stole my money," and her husband. It wasn't just her, it was her husband too. You sitting here talking about they ain't do that, that's a good man, and all this old school black mother stuff. Honestly, it's that stereotypical black old school church mom. A man is the number one thing that you can have in life. Children are your greatest accomplishments. I'm so glad that we are entering times where the millennials are taking the fuck over, and we're letting y'all know that's bullshit. If I'm not fucking married by the time I'm however old, it doesn't make me less of a companion, right? I'm holding out on getting married because these niggas don't deserve me. Period. I'm not holding out looking for the perfect man that provides, and that's just the perfect man. He provides for his family. No, bitch, I'm looking for a nigga to respect me, provide for me, and help me build this empire, right? Just because he go to work and come home don't mean he a good man, Savannah. Okay? A man who go to work and come home, in the meantime, in between time, them niggas they be the ones that got second, third, fourth families down the street. You think that nigga at work? No, he took PTO off for the week to go spend time with Miss Jenkins down the street. That's what era their mother is a part of. Multiple families, but the niggas went to work and came home and gave them money and provided for them. Because the way that lady hates her daughter, and the way she brought up, "Oh, I'm the 5th member of Xscape. I'm the man." I would have told my mom, I'm leaving. Like, I'm leaving. You are talking foolishness. You are saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I love you, but I'm out. I can't hear that. And I'm so glad when Tamika had a conversation with her mother later on, or it might have been that same episode, she just told her like, "Mom, I love you, but I gotta pull back." And I'm gonna talk about that later, because I just had that same conversation with a very close friend of mine. But let me wrap up this Latasha and them shit. I wasn't even expecting to talk about them this long. But yeah, Tasha girl, pay your sister back. Okay. She done dropped receipts. It's proof. Your husband is a cheating son of a bitch. And it is what it is. If you're gonna stay with him, you're gonna stay with him. Oh, and while Latasha was on fucking Instagram live crying about, "Call me sis, I just want to talk to my sister, I wish y'all would let us blah 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 behind closed doors." Shut up, Tasha, because now your husband got you out here looking so fucking stupid that he made, like, the fact that he cheated on you so much and there's receipts coming out because y'all in the limelight now. Your husband made you look so fucking foolish that you got on Instagram live and admitted that y'all had an open relationship. Baby, please, that don't add up. Open relationships mean that if you see my husband out with somebody else, don't fucking tell me, because I know he's out with that bitch and we have an agreement. I told him he can go out with her. I didn't feel like sucking dick today, so he can go out with her. Okay? That is an open relationship where you know what your partner is doing for real. Like it's no secrets because y'all both doing your own thing. It's just an open line of communication. Why would a mistress and a side piece come out and say she's been pregnant by your husband this many times, and your husband called Tasha K and was saying how it's a legal matter now, and yada da 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 da. How is it a legal matter, and why are you suing one? How is she a mistress if y'all have an open relationship? See, me, I'm not one of them people that you can just hit with the okey doke or you could just say anything to. Bitch, I analyze everything. I analyze the way you say stuff. I analyze how you broke up your sentence. I analyze when your eye cocked to the side because you was thinking about something. Why did you pause at that point? Like, I really analyze people and their behavior. I want it to be a psychiatrist. Like, and I love abnormal psychology. So I really analyze people, right? So I was analyzing that situation and I'm just like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Now y'all have an open relationship. And then she tried to make it sound good by saying, we've been together for almost 30 years. Da, da, da. But me and my husband have an open relationship. So y'all explain to me, in what church is an open marriage acceptable? What Christian church is an open marriage acceptable? Where in the Bible does it say when you get married, you and your husband can both fuck other people? Tasha, answer quickly. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Your husband has you looking like a fucking idiot. And that goes back to why us millennial women, and also women of other generations, but primarily starting this movement, us millennial women, baby, I'm not settling for shit. I'm not staying for nothing. Not you marry me, that means you made the conscious decision that you will respect me and honor me and love me for the rest of your fucking life. Granted, being together almost 30 years, shit gets stale, shit gets old, the flame goes out. We know that. However, at the very end of the day, we're going to choose love and we're going to rock this thing out. And I'm also not going to fucking tell my friends and family that, oh, they say, oh, they saw so and so with a girl at the mall. And I didn't know he was with said girl at the mall. Then I go do my research and I found out this bitch was pregnant by him and he did all this other stuff. And instead of me like saying, "Oh, I ain't know none of that." Like, what? Hold up. Let me get with my household because what the fuck is going on? Instead of you doing that, Tasha, you said we have an open marriage. An open marriage doesn't mean a bitch is gonna come out and say, "Oh, he blocked me and he said he was gonna leave his wife." That's not what an open marriage is. An open marriage means any bitch I get on the side, like for me, I'm a woman. So and I like men. So you see, I said like, not love, because they be getting on my fucking nerves. But me as a woman, I like men. So that's like me having a side nigga and my husband finding out about it. And then I tell the public, oh, no, we have an open relationship. But he was mad as fuck when he first found out about it. Tasha, you felt that shit, that stung. That stung. And I understand, baby, because that's something that will sting. And if you hurt from that, we all understand and we got you. However, don't let no man have you so fucked up in the head and so brainwashed that he cheats on you, but then he convinces you to tell the world that y'all have an open marriage. Baby, the very next headline should have been Latocha Scott files for divorce from Rocky Bivens. That should have been the next fucking headline the day after all that he made you look fucking stupid publicly. See, that is really what will make me leave a nigga, especially on a level like Latocha Scott. Especially on her level, my husband got me out here looking stupid. Baby, I'm out. Nigga, you dumb. Do you know what the fuck you just fucked up? You ain't want me no more? That's cool, baby. I'm making it so much easier for you to walk the fuck away. Uh-uh. Y'all need to stand on something. I'm telling you, y'all need to stand on something. Latocha Scott, stand on something. Your sister finally stood on something. And now I bet you Tamika Scott feels like shitty because she had to do all this in the public eye. But there's a deep place in Tamika that feels relieved. There's a weight lifted off her shoulder. Her chest doesn't feel heavy. And she just finally is able to lay in her bed and breathe. Seriously. Like I know that was I really feel like that was very, very hard for her to do, is drop receipts proving that her sister and her sister's husband stole money from her. However, baby, my sister steal $30,000 from me. I'm either gonna fuck her up or I'm gonna sue her. So, and I might do both. I might do both. Shit. I'm gonna fuck you up and then sue you. Or I might get somebody else to do it. But yeah, shout out to Tamika Scott. I'm so glad that you found your voice and you stood on something. And you told your sister, stop antagonizing me and stop playing with me. You and your husband keep denying these allegations when we both know it's the truth. You playing in my fucking face, sis. And now I checkmate, motherfucker. Now what can you say? Now, after Tamika dropped the receipts, you crying online talking about you want to talk to your sister. Your sister was trying to talk to you. You ain't give her your number. You changed it, remember? I hope this whole situation makes Tasha look at herself and just realize that she might have changed, or there's just certain things that she processes in a different way that to others is, she was being a bitch or something like that, or she wasn't doing right, or she didn't see the light. Latasha, find the light soon, baby, please, because we love to hear you sing. Your voice is beautiful. Them runs you do are my favorite. However, as a person, you a little fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, girl. Like I hate that nowadays they're having reality shows and shit about, celebrities, because getting to know, like seeing how some of these celebrities are as people, it's like, yo, that bitch, I love her music, but she's a bitch. She is a bad fucking person. Like, all right, for an example, I just talked about Tory Lanez filing his appeal, right? All y'all, like most of y'all canceled Tory Lanez for what he did to Megan Thee Stallion. He got convicted for it. He's in jail now. Okay. However, I could separate the person from their music. I love Tory Lanez music. I love his music. As a person, I feel like he's an egotistical bastard. A little fucking firecracker leprechaun. But I love his music. I can appreciate his craft. That's one thing I can say is if I wouldn't be mad if Tory Lanez broke out of jail just to make another Chicks tape, and then they found him and put him back in. But we got that music. I want music, just like with R. Kelly. I love his music. He is a fucking pedophile, but I love his music. I would never buy another piece of R. Kelly album again. However, if I'm gonna already have the album bought and he already benefited off of the money, bitch, he's in jail now for the rest of his life. I don't give. Okay, me listening to his music, what the fuck is that going to benefit him? He gonna get an extra couple noodles for from his commissary thing? Like, girl, Aura Kelly is in jail. Okay, Aura Kelly is probably not getting out till he's about 70. Aura Kelly is done for. I don't think R. Kelly can get out of jail and make new music today and get the same. People are going to look at him like he done lost his fucking mind. Now you have them brainwashed people that's like, no, his music is amazing. He's an amazing musician. And just because they love his music and he is an amazing musician, they think that he's also a good person. No, somebody can be fucked up, but make some good shit. Please don't tell me that y'all don't know this. Y'all know that somebody can be fucked up as a person. Their morals and values are fucked up, but they could draw. They could draw their ass off. How many asshole tattoo artists do y'all fucking know? I feel like every tattoo artist that I've met, they have a little bit of asshole in them. Like they're a little rude. They're rude. Like my most recent tattoo tat guy that did I have butterflies behind both of my ears, and I also have a some lady's head on my arm with some flowers. It was cute. I still love it, but That's the best way for me to describe it. It don't have no significant meaning besides the blue flowers. R.I.P. to my baby Marcus. That's why I got the blue, to honor my boyfriend, because he was a Crip. So, yeah, gang ties. But yeah, when I first met him, he gave me a little asshole vibes, and but with me, I'm an asshole as well, so I don't take it personally, and it doesn't upset me. However, every tattoo artist I've met is an asshole with some great skills. So I say that to say, let's stop acting like just because you love somebody's music doesn't mean that they can't also be a fucker out in public. Like a asshole. Like just recently, what's his name? Jonathan Mathers. Y'all know who I'm talking about from Lovecraft Country, and he just did Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. He just beat his girlfriend the fuck up. Great actor, handsome man. But he puts his hands on women, and there's like people on Twitter were saying that he has a history of anger issues and abusing people. Great work professionally, but personally, he's a dickhead. So that is where you, as the consumer of the content, whatever it is, have to be able to separate the person from their craft. For example, my favorite rapper is Meek Mill. Meek Mill does corny shit often. To me, it's corny. Okay. That's still my favorite rapper though, because I can separate him personally from his music. Now, would I want to hang out with Meek and be in a section with him? Fuck yes. Because I feel like I would have a good time. But as far as like trying to be around and be part of his circle and he be doing corny shit, and I would tell him, like, I'd be like, bro, don't do that. That was corny. And I'm like that with my friends in real life. So I'm gonna be like that with whoever I meet moving forward in life. And I'm getting older, so I'm really gonna stand on what I say because I have the experience to feel how I feel. Now, don't get me wrong. As you get older, you can change. Your views could change because you get more information and stuff like that. That's how it's supposed to happen, right? However, I said what the fuck I said. Period. Now, I done talked about them too long that I don't even want to talk about Kandi versus Tamar, Kandi versus Tasha, it's Kandi versus every goddamn body. Yet Kandi the one with the most fucking bread. So what's up? I would if I chose to be anybody in this situation, I'll be Kandi. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying about me, bitch. What's up? Look at my bag though. My bag speaks for itself. I might be a bitch. I might be a hoe. I don't give a fuck what you think of me in your head, the image that you got, but let's state facts and something that's undeniable, bitch. I got bread. I got money. I don't give a fuck. And that goes for anything. Now, I'm not just talking about Kandi. I'm really talking about myself for real. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. My work ethic and my bag is undeniable. The facts are the facts, sweetie. Ching. Baby, please. I don't care what nobody got to say about me. Plus, I'm low key, so no one really could say anything about me besides that I'm a bitch and I'm probably ignorant or something like that. However, and ignorant in the way of not the true definition of not knowing, ignorant like how we use it in slang, like rude. However, I don't give a fuck because I'm a good ass friend. I'm a good ass fucking human being. I might not be a nice person all the time, but I'm respectful. I am going to respect you because I want you to respect me. And we're going to get into that later when I talk about the main topic, stand on something. But what's next? Okay. So we're going to get a little deep. And I'm sorry. However, it is what it is, and we got to talk about it. This school shooting that just happened, I have a whole podcast episode about school shootings and what else I talk about. Please go listen to that episode. I believe it's episode 4 and it's titled America is a Shit Show. And everything that I said in that fucking video about the Uvalde, I don't know how to say that word, about that shooting down in Texas still applies. And I have the same opinion about this shooting that just happened with this Audrey Hale person. Now, people are getting fucking lost in the facts because they want to say, oh, it was a transgender woman. It was making this a sexuality and gender identity type of argument, an LGBTQIA plus type of argument. Bitch, no. This motherfucker went into a school and killed kids and other people and school staff. Most importantly, that person made the conscious decision to go into that fucking school and kill children. That bitch looked at a child and fucking shot them with an assault rifle. I think that's what the bitch went in there with. Cause it sure as hell wasn't no handgun. That bitch shot through them school glass, them big ass glass doors. She shot through that shit. So she had some big shit on her. Or him. I don't even fucking care about the motherfucker's pronouns. And I don't care who the hell gets mad. Because that bitch don't deserve no fucking respect. For me to respect her pronouns and she walked into a fucking school and shot up children, bitch, you think I'ma care about her wanting to be called a he? I don't give a fuck at that point. Because she didn't give a fuck. Okay? So I want y'all to comment and I want y'all to, go ahead and be angry to LGBT, people who really think that I should still respect that person's pronouns, although they went into all that pronoun shit went out the fucking door the minute she made the conscious decision to go in there. The school shooter down in Texas, last year, that motherfucker was a man, identified as a man. I talked about him just as bad as I'm talking about this motherfucker. So pronouns and shit, don't get it fucked up. I'm not being disrespectful because I don't care about that topic in general. I'm being disrespectful to that person because they killed children. Now, out in regular life, if I meet someone and they say they go by they, them, he, she, or I said he, she. Him, he, she, her. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. If they told me like, hey, these are my pronouns, I will respect them. In a day-to-day setting, I respect everyone and their pronouns. However, the day you decide you want to shoot up a school or shoot up a grocery store, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your pronouns. You are now pronounced dead. Bitch. Pronounce that. I'm supposed to respect her goddamn pronouns. She went in the fucking school and killed kids. Come on, y'all. Y'all lost. Like, stand on something. And I'm standing on the fact that bitch made the conscious decision to kill people that day. Okay? Anyway, speaking of that, I don't even think they know why she went in there. She got killed. Speaking of her getting killed, shout out to Officer Rex. That nigga went in there and meant business. They checked them rooms. They saw her, and he lit her the fuck up. He lit that bitch the fuck up, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do. And then the motherfucker's gonna run over to her and say, stop moving, get your hand away. That bitch is gone. That bitch is in hell with her father. And by her father, I mean Satan. But, like, I was seeing people, the reason why I went off like that about the pronouns, I saw people on social media saying that, oh, they identified as blah, blah. Who gives a motherfuck what the bitch identifies as? She is identified as deceased now. Wow, like, come on, y'all. For real. That is the bigger picture here, is the fact that her pronouns weren't used correctly. I don't give a shit. I didn't do enough fucking research on her pronouns to know if she wanted to be called her, she, or him, or they, them. I don't give a fuck. It's a motherfucker to me at this point. It's a dead son of a bitch. And as it should. Shout out to Officer Rex. He lit that bitch the fuck up. And I know that, like, some people don't like those videos of, because it's graphic, somebody getting shot, somebody dying. I really enjoyed watching that. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed watching that video because it just gave me a sense of relief. I'm glad the threat is taken down. What do they call it in the military? The threat is neutralized. And them kids don't, like, that bitch really fucking traumatized those children and those people, the staff in that school. She shot her way into the fucking school and just went on a rampage. I'm glad she didn't kill more people than she killed, but I wish she never killed anyone at all. Right? But just imagine how traumatized those fucking kids are going to be, probably for the rest of their life. They're going to need therapy. You hear guns going off in your school. All of them planned on just going to work or going to school that day and returning home to their family. Some of those kids, some of that staff did not return home to their family. So once again, I don't give a fuck that the bitch wants to be called he, him, she, her. I don't give a fuck. It's a motherfucker. And it's a dead son of a bitch, like I said earlier. Like, I really can't believe people were in the comments. I think it was like TMZ's Instagram. You know the type of people that follow TMZ. But they were in the comments talking about, oh, you that's not the pronouns that they want to see. I don't give a fuck. That bitch is pronounced dead. I'm done with the topics. I'm done with the topics because I'm just done. Let's get on to this week's sound off. All right, so I'm going to get into this week's sound off. So this episode is titled Stand on It. So that's what this sound off is about. I need y'all to stand on something. I need y'all to stand on fucking something. Lately, I've just been around people, or I've been seeing on social media or hearing stories. People, y'all just not standing on nothing. Who are you for real, and what do you want out of life? Stand on something. And I'm not saying that you're supposed to know that fresh out of high school, or you're supposed to know that from birth. No. We go through life so that we can figure out who the fuck we are and what we want to do, right? But there's a lot of people, and you know, that I've been seeing personally. We almost 30 years old, y'all. What the fuck are y'all doing? What are we doing? Like, it's not about going out and this and that no more. Like, what's up? What's the real shit that we about to do with our life? Like, what is our 30s gonna be like? We going on vacation, we buying houses, we getting new cars, we, you know, expanding our business. What are we doing? We almost 30 years old, y'all. Like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm not about to be around no bullshit uh um intentionally. Now, if I'm out somewhere and bullshit happens to happen, I'm not gonna lie, I like a little bit of drama. So I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch them, be nosy. Especially if it don't have nothing to do with me. I'm gonna be nosy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be nosy. However, I'm not gonna put myself in no drama. I'm not gonna mind y'all business, nothing. I'm gonna mind my business, and I'm gonna stand on me minding my business, and I'm gonna fucking just observe from a distance. However, okay, I just had a serious conversation with a very, very, very close friend of mine this weekend. And it was one of them girl talks, them deep girl talks, where we both ended up crying, right? And, or not, I wouldn't say crying, but we both teared up. Like, I looked her in her face and said, bitch, you are one of my favorite people. And do you know how bad it hurts me to not want to talk to you? Like, I had to tell her straight up, do you know how bad it hurt me to not want to talk to you? You have too much chaos and fucking confusion in your life for me to want to be around it. I'm at peace with my life. I'm content with what's going on in my life. I don't have a whole bunch of people in and out of my house. I'm not at that point in my life where I want to drink all the time, and when we drink, it's mess and chaos and confusion. No, I'm at a point in my life where if we getting drunk, we out at the club, we turning the fuck up, and it's nothing but good vibes and fun. I'm at the point in my life, we drink, we at my crib, we at your crib, we are fucking doing karaoke and we doing fun shit. No more are the days where I want to fucking drink and be around drama. If somebody start arguing because they a little too lit, I like that shit. No, I don't want to be around that shit because I'm at peace in my life. I don't want none of that negative energy in my fucking life. And I had to tell her that. Like, you have to figure your shit out, boo. Like, I don't want to be around you. And every time I talk to you, it's some bullshit about some nigga. And this is nothing. If y'all, they know exactly who I'm talking about. If they ever listen to this, she already know I love her to death. Him, you take it how you take it. I'm just stating my opinion, baby. But I told her, I said, every time you call me, it's some bullshit that got to do with some nigga. I don't want to hear that. The happiest times I've ever, or the best conversations I've ever had with you was a new job promotion, or your daughter doing good in school, or, you know what I mean? Something with the family. I loved talking to her when it was nothing but good vibes. But bitch, I'm not about to keep calling you and talking to you all the time. And every time I call you, it's some bullshit about some nigga. I don't give a fuck. Kick him to the curb because there's no benefit from him being in your life. And like I said, if he ever listened to this, it is what it is. I would tell anybody this. If he was my friend and she wasn't, I would tell him the same fucking thing. Don't have anybody in your life that doesn't add nothing to it positively. Stand on it. You cut somebody is not making you happier. Somebody is causing chaos and a whole bunch of, you know, bullshit in your life. Cut them off and stand on it. Because think about it. Every time you double back to something you cut off, did it get better or was it the same? Oh, okay. Did it get better or was it the same? Oh, okay. I told her, I said, look, if you're going to make the decision to keep fucking with him and, you know, keep messing with him, do not call and complain about the decision that you fucking made, my nigga. Do not call me crying. Do not text me talking about, like, every time we talk about this man, it is some fucking bullshit that he done did. You done went through his phone. You done did this. You done did that. You know, every time you go through his phone, you're going to find what you're looking for, bitch. So what decision are you making for real? What decision are you making for real, for real? You're making the decision to stay. So do not complain about your fucking decision. The main topic of that episode that I told her, happiness is a decision away. You just wake up, or in that moment you decide, baby, what the fuck is that? Hold on, y'all. Excuse the disconnect. Back to what I was saying. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm recording this the day it drops, so I'm recording it today. I'm just gonna record it and upload it, right, y'all. I thought I saw something out the corner of my eye, and I was just that it blew my whole thought process. But back to what the fuck we was talking about. So, like I said, I told her, I said, you're making the decision to stay. You keep going through the nigga's phone and you keep finding what you're looking for. Why do you keep going through his phone if you keep finding the exact thing you went in there to look for? You found the confirmation, but what is this confirmation for? Because you're still staying. So why the fuck go through his phone? Let that nigga do what he do. You do what you do. If that's the type of relationship y'all gonna have, cool. But why is it always bullshit going on? Why is it always bullshit going on? Something just recently happened to her that for me would have been life changing. If a nigga did that to me, that would have changed my life. Because and in a bad way for him and in a good way for me, I would have made the decision that day that I'm not putting up with no more bullshit. This is it. I'm not going to tell y'all what happened to her because that's her business. And I feel like once I start saying what happened, people will know who I'm talking about. But period. Something happened to her that I wish she made the decision that day to choose happiness and said, fuck that. I've been deciding to do too much bullshit in my life. Motherfucker, I'm choosing happiness from here to fuck on out. And that is exactly, I looked my friend right in her face and I told her, you are lost. I said, where is the old so-and-so that used to be so happy and bubbly and didn't give a fuck if people thought that, you know, they were annoying. You were just you and you were just happy and things were going good. However, now you're not happy most of the time I talk to you. I don't want to talk to somebody that's not happy. I'm happy. I bring good energy. And also, I want y'all to know something. It is very straining on a friend when they call you and yeah, y'all talk about, you know, shit that's going on. Girl, let me tell you, let me tell you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about shit like that. I'm talking about every time I call you, it's some real life bullshit. Oh, this nigga did this to me. Oh, this nigga did that. Oh, I found this. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sorry. And if you one of them females that you and your friend, all y'all talk about is what the niggas in y'all life had, like, what the fuck? Talk about some real shit, mamas. I'm not talking about no niggas all day on the phone. I'm not. We will not talk on the phone. I'm not talking on, and not by on the phone, I mean FaceTime, a text messaging, anything. I'm not going back and forth with you about no niggas. Baby, I'm not talking any of my friends. We talk about some real shit. Like I said, is the gossip sprinkled in there here or there? Hell yeah. We females. We just talk to a girl. Let me tell you the girl. That's normal. But he just, and I can't, and I went through his phone and I saw, and he's fucking with, and I don't know what to do. And bitch, you know what to do. You know to stay, because that's what the fuck you keep doing. So me as your friend, I keep hearing you talk negatively about this man, but you keep keeping him around. So what else is there for me to say? I want y'all to really understand that from a friend standpoint. What is there? What is there? What else do you want to hear? Or do you just want somebody to sit around and listen to you complain? I'm not that fucking friend. I will be a shoulder to cry on. And I'm that friend. If you call me and you really need me in some real life shit, I am the first motherfucker there. However, all this little bullshit, I don't put up with that in my life day to day. I I don't. I don't. My friends will tell you. My people who know me personally. I'm like Mama Suge. I come to me, ask me what you need to ask me. I give very good advice. However, I will cut you off and I will like stop whatever you saying to let you know if this is going to keep being some bullshit. I don't want to hear about it no more. I already told you my opinion. I already told you what I think you should do. You didn't decide to listen to me? Fine, because everybody is going to make their own decisions in life, right? But don't ask me for my motherfucking opinion and don't tell me about no bullshit if you're just going to keep it the same. You're just going to keep it the same. Well, what is the point? What is the point? Really think about it. What is the point of telling somebody what you're going through in life if when they give you the advice that they think is appropriate for you and to try to get you to, have things move more positively in your life, you ignore it and then you call them again with the bullshit? What else am I supposed to fucking say, bitch? I told you leave them alone or accept it. And also, I'm a real ass fucking friend and I analyze every situation realistically. All right, bitch, you keep finding him talking to bitches in his phone. Stand on the fact that you stand and stand on the fact that you going to do what you got to do to fucking make yourself happy. Fuck a lick back. What's going to make you happy? You still want this nigga in your life? Cool. Personally, I wouldn't do that. If a nigga keeps cheating on me or he keeps texting bitches, nigga, go ahead. Let the flock have you. Because I'm a little delusional in my, well, I wouldn't even call it delusional. In my head, I'm a queen. I'm a light. You want to go down, get off of our thrones and go entertain peasants? Go the fuck ahead, my nigga. But I'm still gonna sit on my throne and I'm gonna wait for the next king that's gonna realize what the fuck he got. You want to keep going back and forth with these bitches, then that's fine. And also, y'all might get mad at me. Y'all might cancel me for this, for saying this, but this is some real shit. Let me move the mic over so the camera can see me. Some of y'all bitches who feel like, and niggas, this is for everybody. Some of y'all people that feel like somebody is what am I trying to say? Y'all feel like no one will ever fuck with you as far as they know not to play with me. They know not to I'm number one. Da-da-da-da. You will get a fucking reality check real fast. And the reason why I said that is because just now I said that I'm a queen. However, I'm a humble queen and I know that I don't deserve some of the people that have come along in my life. They might have been too good for me because I didn't do the work with myself to, be the queen that I am today. However, I've done the fucking work. So now, if a nigga wants to go play with, sheeps and he wants to be out there with the bitches who I don't give a fuck, or if it's a bitch and she want to be out there with the fuck boys and the niggas who don't got shit going on for themselves, let them be. That's not a fucking loss. And I told my friend that. I said, baby, if he wants to go and do what he's going to do with these bitches, some of them is bum ass bitches, why the fuck are you so mad? If you're the person who you think you are, you will let that nigga walk and say he lost one of the best things that ever happened to him. That's his loss. I don't give a fuck. But you didn't do the work with yourself, boo. So you're willing to accept that he's doing this and he's doing that because he's doing it with all the same type of bitch. You're the same type of bitch. Nothing is going to change until you decide that it needs to change. And then until you do the work to change it. Y'all, I had a very long conversation with her. Very, very, very long conversation with her. And I just wanted to make sure that she understood I love her to death. I wish the best for everything that she, wants to pursue in life. And then I also had to remind her, bitch, remember them conversations we was having about what to name this store and what to do with that? And when you open this, what you want to do. Remember those conversations that we had? Bitch, we haven't had a conversation about that shit for almost a fucking year. Bitch, you're lost. You lost yourself. Where is the bitch that wanted to open up blah, 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 blah? Like, I'm not going to give y'all details, bitch, because then y'all might figure out who I'm talking about. But you get what I'm saying? Where's she at? Where's that ambitious friend that I had fucking ideas for everything? Every day you calling me, texting me saying, oh, I want to name it this, or what you think I should name it, or and I want to do this service and that service. Where's that? Those were my favorite fucking conversations, bitch. I don't want to hear about this nigga who ain't helping you pay bills. I don't want to hear about no nigga that you say ain't helping you do a goddamn thing in the house but lay up and get fucked. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that because that's not shit that's going on in my life. See, y'all bitches like to have conversations with each other, and y'all can go all day and hours talking about the same shit because y'all going through the same shit. Her nigga ain't shit, your nigga ain't shit. Y'all really sit around and talk about that? Like that shit is a whole ass conversation for y'all? No, I want to hear about the new job you got. How's work going? How's school going? How the kids going? What's going on with your car? This, and that. I want to hear some real life shit. I don't want to hear no fucking your boyfriend ain't shit. So I'm about to tell you how my boyfriend ain't shit. Like I said before, we're females and we're friends, so of course that's gonna get sprinkled into the conversations. However, the intention to call me just to complain about a nigga, do not do that. I will literally hang up on you. I don't want to talk about that. I will lie and say I'm on a meeting with my manager. I'll call you back. Now, the people who I really have said that to, I wasn't lying. I'm just saying, moving forward, I think I'm going to use that when I don't want to talk to nobody. Mm-hmm. So thus far, I haven't been lying, but I'm about to start telling y'all that I got a meeting, even if it's a fucking Sunday afternoon, right? Like right now, I'm gonna say I'm in a meeting with my manager. I'm just joking, y'all, but my main point is stand on something. Stand on something, and don't let nobody stand on you. Cause y'all just getting walked all over. Y'all just letting niggas do whatever the fuck they want to you, and y'all just going along with the fuck with it. And y'all just don't see no value in yourselves. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of men are gonna get mad at this, but females are more valuable than ever now. Females are more valuable than ever now. And y'all just accepting getting treated like shit for real. Listen, every boyfriend that I've had seriously has respected me, and I respected him. One thing a nigga is gonna do is he's gonna respect me, who I am, how I am. You get with me, and this is for anybody that wants to talk to me in the future or court me or date me. You might not like the fact that I cuss so much, but it tastes good, bitch. So I'm a cusser. I'm sorry. That's how I grew up. Everybody, you get in a room full of my family, we all cuss and we all yell. So this is just who I am. This is who I am. I cuss. But anyway, to any nigga that might want to date me in the future, you gonna have to come into this bitch knowing who the fuck I am. And by that, I mean, you like, I see you. I respect you. Because I'm gonna do the same thing with you. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna respect you. And that's point blank, period. And I think that's why I'm still single, because to this day, I don't feel like anybody has really said, damn, she is like the Dundada. Like, y'all, the way I feel about myself is I'm the end all be all, nigga. I am everything you've ever dreamed of, nigga. So if you think that I'm gonna settle for less than what the fuck I deserve, knowing how willing I am to, build with you, you think I'm gonna sit around and settle for some bullshit? You texting other bitches and we going through this, that. No, we not going through no little relationship bullshit. You coming into this bitch and we building and we taking off. You want to still play around with people and you still want to play this game, that's cool, but I'm gonna have to let you go. You ain't coming along with me because I'm done with the games. No, actually, it's game time. It's game time. So it should be game over for that shit over there and game time over here on this real shit. Baby, I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to have acres of land so that I can build. I want to fucking listen. I'm standing on the shit that I'm telling y'all and the shit that I want to do in my life and provide for my daughter. I want to have a 5-bedroom house, 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathrooms, right? Because one of them could be a guest bathroom and room, and that can have its own blah, blah, blah. But I want a big ass house, and I want it to sit on about 3 acres of land, because I want to build a fucking what is that, a go-kart track, but like not just for go-karts. Like if I have more kids in the future, my son, or even if I don't have more kids, my nephew can ride his dirt bikes, or the kids can ride the go-karts. And I'm gonna have a trampoline, I'm gonna have a pool, I'm gonna have a fucking jungle gym, like a big ass play area. Like I want to do so much with my, like, you know what I mean, moving forward in my life. So what the fuck makes you think I want to do all of that shit in my life, but yet I'm gonna deal with this little bullshit of niggas texting and bitches and all this other bullshit? Bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I digress, y'all. At the very end of the day, stand on something, mean it. Don't let nobody play with you. And I always tell everybody the same thing. No one is gonna play with you when you stop playing with you. Somebody is only like, okay, for me, for example, right? It took a very long time for me to be as confident as I am. I had very low self esteem growing up. But one day I just looked at myself and I said, bitch, you're funny. Like, you can cook. Like, I just started naming mad, good, great shit about myself. And I'm like, bitch, I'm the shit. And ever since then, can't nobody tell me a goddamn thing. I don't care how fat you call me. I don't care how you say, oh, that's why your stomach bigger than your butt. That's the only thing you could say about me, love. You can't call me broke. You can't call me a hoe. Even if you did call somebody a hoe, that's not really an insult to me. But you can't say shit about me, babe. You can't say a fucking thing. Maybe you could call me a bitch, but that's because I stand on what I say. If like I said, I will retract something if I get new information. My opinion might change if new information is brought to the table, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I said what the fuck I said. It is what the fuck it is, and what are we gonna do about it? And when I say shit like that, I don't. It's not on no tough shit. It's not that I want to fight or anything like that. When I say I said what I said, it is what it is. What are you gonna do about it? I'm really asking you, like, okay, so now that you have all the facts, now that this whole situation is somewhat done, what are you going to do? Are you mad? Do you want to talk about it further? We can do that. Are you mad? Do you want to fight? Why you want to fight? Because you mad about what I said? At the end of the day, after we fight, I still said what I said. After that, I still said what I said. So it's like, I'm at a point in my life, we're adults, and I'm standing on what I said. Now, if you hit me, then it is what it is. However, do I want to fight? No. But am I going to say what the fuck I need to say? Yes. And also, I'm getting older, so I know that certain things don't need to be said. And there's a lot. And for people who fucking know me, I talk a lot. Like, I literally have my opinion. Like, for me, y'all need to know, when I have an opinion, I have an opinion. I won't just give you my opinion unsolicited, though, if it's none of my business. Like, if I'm just randomly hearing people talk, I'm not about to sit around and be like, oh, well, I think no. 9 times out of 10, people ask me for my opinion, so that's when I give it. However, I said what the fuck I said. So don't ask me anything that you don't want the answer to. Don't ask me for my opinion if you feel like something I might say is going to piss you off, because I'll just keep it quiet. I'll keep it cute. I'll get on TikTok and watch shit. I don't need to fucking give you my opinion. Like, honestly, for people who know me, y'all know I be saying some shit, but there is way worse shit that's in my head that I don't say, that I know not to say. Do y'all know who the fuck my dad is? My dad's mouth is the worst. My dad talks the most shit out of anybody I've ever met in my life, right? But the thing about my dad is, my dad stands on it. He don't give a fuck who you are. If he got something to say, if he got a joke, an opinion, or whatever, he's gonna say it. And I feel like that's where I get it from. And my mom is the same way, just not as extreme as my dad. Like, my mom won't say no extreme shit like my dad do. Like, one time we was chilling at my great grandmom's house, and my aunt and her husband were there, and my dad just came out of nowhere, and I think asked the husband, like, don't she be whooping your ass? Like, just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Like, that's my dad, right? I'm not that type of person. But what I do get from my dad is, I'm not scared to say what I have to say. That is one thing I could say my dad taught me in life. Don't be scared to say what you got to say. However, I had to look at him and think and realize that, all right, nigga, you saying everything that you got to say, even when it's unsolicited, even when it's not necessary, even if like, you know what I mean? It'll add more chaos and confusion. Like, and then it's not shit like that somebody needs to hear. Like, oh, you're choosing your kids, or you're choosing a nigga over your kids. It don't be shit like that. It be shit, the shit that I just told you. Telling my aunt's husband that she be whooping his ass. Now, Dad, why the fuck did you need to say that to that man? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, they left and started arguing outside. And by they, I mean my aunt and her husband. My dad was in there cracking up, and so was I. I was cracking up because they were mad as shit. And my dad just was sitting there drunk, like, so. Like, my grandma was mad, everything. My great grandma was just sitting there, she probably was like, wow, all of this came from me. Like, I'm the matriarch, and this is the bullshit going on around me. But I digress, y'all. Listen, the whole point of this sound off is just stand on something. Stand on something. Happiness is one decision away. Happiness is one decision away. You don't have to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit. You don't have to deal with a whole bunch of disrespect. Happiness is one decision away. You can wake up, or you can think in the next 2 seconds, I want to be happy. And whatever the fuck happiness looks like to you, go ahead and do what you got to do to be happy. Now, that doesn't mean harm others and all that extreme shit, because y'all know y'all like to say, well, what if they want to do and that makes them happy? No, y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Let's not do this game. Happiness is one decision away. I wake up every day making the conscious decision to be happy. Some days I'm tried because it's real life. Real life shit be happening. So am I happy every day? No. But what matters is every day I treat like a fresh start. I wake up every day and I say, today's going to be a good day. I'm going to be happy. Even if that day didn't pan out like that, I'm then going to bed that night still thinking the same thing. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. I'm going to be happy. Everybody says the same shit about me. That I'm funny, that I'm fun, and I have good energy. And I am genuinely a good person. I'm not the nicest person. I don't like a lot of bullshit, chaos, and confusion around me. I keep saying that. So if you the type of person that has all that around you, I'm really not going to fuck with you like that. Or I'm not going to give you the time of day for real. I'm going to be in my lane. You stay in yours. Like, that's one thing about me. If I don't like something that you're doing, I'm never going to ask you to change it unless you're my husband now. I ain't talking about that. But just as people, as human beings, if I'm in a situation with you or in a setting with you, I take everybody for who the fuck they are the first time they show me. All right, you're a loud, ignorant bitch. Cool. Sometimes I like being around loud, ignorant bitch because I am a loud, ignorant bitch myself. But I also like to be a quiet, minding my business bitch. So some days I don't want to be around the loud, ignorant bitch. However, I would never tell you that because that doesn't matter for you, right? The fact that I don't want to be around you right now in this moment in my life doesn't matter. Like, I had to explain that also to my friend when I had that conversation with her. I said, I love you, but I'm never going to ask you to change what you do or who you are just so I can come back around. No, I'm just letting you know that the decisions that you are making in your life are pushing me to, or having me look at you like I don't want to be a part of this. So the day you decide that you want happiness and you don't want no more chaos around you, that's when I'll come back around, because I don't want chaos around me. So I'm not asking you to change shit. If you never, and the whole point of that conversation was, if you never in your life stop all the bullshit that goes on with these niggas, or all this little drama with bitches because you might be fucking a nigga or something. If you never stop that, I'ma love you from a distance. I'm gonna always love you. However, I'm not gonna be around for it. And then, right? Me and this bitch had this whole ass conversation tears coming down. I don't even think we hugged, but we looked at each other dead at, like, the whole time I was talking to her. She wasn't looking at me, but I was looking at her. I was drilling a fucking hole in her head. And I told her that. I said, bitch, I've been staring at you this whole time. I was looking at her like this the whole time, right? But I told her, I said, bitch, we just had this whole ass conversation, this deep ass sesh, this sister session, right? And when I'm done, you ask me, and I just made it. The whole point of that whole thing was I want you to find happiness. I'm gonna love you from a distance because it's too much chaos and confusion going on in your life, right? So that the whole point of that session was that, right? Why the fuck this bitch fix her lips to ask me to stay at her house while she left and did some bullshit, and while her nigga had left to do some bullshit? But if he happened to come back before she get back, she want me to stay at the house to I looked at her. I said, bitch, I'm going home. Didn't I just have a whole motherfucking conversation with you about I don't want to be around chaos and confusion? I don't want to be around it, bitch. You asking me to be in it? You want me to be the fucking dumbass sitting on this couch when he show up and ask where you at? Where the fuck am I going to tell him you at damn near 12 o'clock at night? Went to the fucking store? I'm the one with the car. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to look him straight in his fucking face like it makes sense and tell him, oh yeah, she left. She went to the store. Mind you, my car's sitting outside. She don't have a car. So what the fuck? Bitch, I asked you not to involve me in the chaos, or I say I don't want to be around the chaos and the confusion. However, you asked me to put myself smack dab in the middle of the bullshit. I said, bitch, I love you. I'm going home. I just said that. I said, I love you and I'm going home. I need you to figure your shit out. Like, cause the fact that we just, and that also, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get mad at her at the time, but that made me like really look at her like, bitch, you are really lost. The fact that we just had this whole conversation and I felt like you really listened with your heart and your brain on what I was saying to you. And yet after that, immediately after that, you open your mouth about somebody else's situation that you think is fishy, talking about outside looking in. All right, cool. We all do that, right? But then after that, you telling me you about to go do this and do that. And if someone so come back, I need to be here. So that bitch, I'm going home. I don't got no nigga I gotta answer to. I can leave and go see a man about a horse and don't gotta worry about, oh, if he come back. No, I can go see a man about a horse and ride it. Okay. I don't gotta worry about that. I can go to Walmart with a nigga and I don't gotta hide. I can go out with a nigga. I don't gotta hide. I don't have that in my life. So why would I put myself intentionally in that bullshit? And I told her, I said, all the fucking friends you got around you, ain't none of them your real fucking friends. I said, because I guarantee you, ain't none of them talk to you like this. And ain't none of them look you dead in your fucking face and tell you you lost, bitch. And you got a lot of chaos and confusion in your fucking life. None of them. You need friends. You, bitch, need friends like that. Friends that you just always want to drink with and da 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 da. You're not supposed to hang around them all the time. You're supposed to have them be a weekend friend, motherfucker. You decide to make some of these bitches your everyday friends. And I said some, because there's one, if she listened to this, she know that she good people. I told her, I said, you have turn up friends. You have turn up friends, and that's cool. We all got turn up friends. But where the fucking bitches that's gonna look you in your eye and say, every time you get good on your feet, you and your baby doing good, you bringing a fucking stray and whatever fleas they come with into your house, and then it's a whole bunch of chaos and confusion until you kick them out or they leave, then your life is at peace, and then here we go with another fucking stray. I said, bitch, I was like, people are gonna be your downfall. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about me. If me bringing you into my home is gonna make my home is gonna, stress my daughter out, or it's gonna a whole bunch of your baby dad, baby mom bullshit's gonna be brought to my fucking front door, bitch, you can't come here. You can't come here. I'll be damned if I let one of my friends fucking stay with me for a little bit till they get back on their feet and they baby dad kick my fucking door in. Bitch, I'm going to jail. And as a matter of fact, I'm so fucking smart and I know the laws, I'm not going to jail. But you will. You'll be hood and you'll be in jail because yeah. I'm a self-defense it up around this bitch. But best believe anything like that ever happen, or not I'm not even going to say anything like that. That will never happen if I let somebody stay with me. You will not bring your chaos and your confusion to my home, especially because my daughter lives here with me. This is me and my daughter's home. So if my daughter is ever in a situation like bullshit because of something that you got going on, bitch, you got to go and we might have to fucking fight. Why the fuck did your baby dad kick my door in while my daughter's here? That nigga done lost his fucking mind and I'm about to lose mine. I will lock my daughter in her room and I will lock the fuck in. I will lock my daughter in her room and I will lock the fuck in. We are going to be out this bitch fighting. You kick my door in while my daughter's here. Please do it, please. I've been waiting to lose my mind. I've been waiting to lose my mind. Please come to my house and kick my door in while my daughter's here. I've been waiting to lose my mind. But I'm just being funny, y'all. Psych. I just said all that to say, because I'm done talking about this for real. She knows I love her. If she ever listens to this, I know this is going to sting you. I love you, though. And I'm talking directly to you. You know who I'm talking to. What I said stung. And I know what I said in this podcast stung a little bit more. However, you know I love you, and you know it's coming from a place of I want to see you do better. But you lost, bitch, and none of the bitches around you right now currently are letting you know that you lost. And that's not to say they didn't try to have a conversation with you or nothing like that. But just personally, from what I'm seeing, y'all just turn up friends and ain't no real shit. I had to tell you some real shit because I really, truly care about you. You are like my sister. And to see my little sister be lost in the sauce like that fucking hurts me. And it hurts me even more for my sis not to stand on something and not to realize who the fuck she is. Bitch, you work so fucking hard. Like, you are one of my friends that I always say, yo, that bitch will work. That bitch goes to work. You could have so much in life. So much. So much. But yet these niggas and you just wanting to turn up and drink and shit, that is going to be your downfall. And that is your downfall. You need to look around. I told that bitch, I said, you need to wake up one day, because now I'm talking to y'all again. I told that bitch, I said, you need to wake up one day, look around and say, I just want to be happy. And whatever the fuck happiness looks like, make the moves to do that. But right now, you just want to have fun. Or you just want to do this. You just want to be drunk. Why do you always want to be fucking drunk? Why? What are you trying to escape? Deal with that shit for real. And if dealing with that means you got to go to therapy, go to fucking therapy, my nigga. Nobody is going to judge you for going to therapy. I actually applaud people who make the decision to go to therapy because you are identifying a problem that you want to fix. Go to fucking therapy, my nigga. Like, figure out, and this is for everybody. This just ain't for my friend. This is for all of y'all. Figure out why the fuck you cannot be sober. Figure out why you can't sit with you. A lot of y'all love to have company and love to go out and love to do this and can never just sit in the house and be with yourself. Figure out why the fuck you can't deal with you. What is wrong? Like, literally, and I'm not saying this to be smart. I'm being genuine. Figure out what is wrong with you that you can't stand and that you can't be around or you cannot deal with being sober. Why do you always have to drink? Why do you always have to smoke? Why you always got to pop a perk? Why you always got to take an Adderall? Why you get what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, in the moment, it's like, bitch, because I want to feel good. But why do you want to feel good? What are you escaping for real, for real? Why can't you, like, you know how people say, like, no, matter of fact, I'm going to say this. I appreciate those people that do drugs when they go out and tell you, I did a line of coke when I went out because I know that I'm about to turn the fuck up. They're real with the situation. They know that before said coke, yes, I'm having fun, but I want to have more fun. Okay? Like the party time drug addicts are the best kind because they would admit, bitch, I took some coke, I did some coke because I wanted to have fun. But I'm talking to the people who just on a day-to-day they have to consume a substance or whatever to make them feel better, to alter their state of mind, to make them feel better. You're escaping something, my love. You have to figure out what that is that you're escaping, and you got to face that shit head on. And some days you might lose. When you're really trying to look inside yourself and change and figure out certain things about yourself, some days you are going to lose that battle. You are going to be like, damn, I can't, blah, blah, blah. Like there's going to be a lot of I can't, and there's going to be a lot of defeats. However, those are just the battles you're losing. You will win the war. And I'm telling you this from a deep personal place in me. I've done the work with myself, and I ask myself, why the fuck are you the way you are? And I'm still doing the work to this day. Why are you the way you are? Why do you talk the way you talk? Why do you think the way you think? Why did it, like, y'all really got to think. That shit goes back to your fucking childhood most of the time. Like, y'all, on some real shit, there's a certain respect that men have to literally earn from me because of how my stepdad treated me growing up, or how I saw my stepdad interact with my mom growing up. Like, I knew that was not a real representation of how a man is supposed to treat a woman, treat his stepchildren, be in the household. None of that. I knew that. So me growing up, and also the way he treated me growing up, like, so now in my adult life, a man has to earn respect from me. And listen, my dad might get mad if he hear this, but my dad has lied to me so much in my life that I don't believe shit anybody says to me until I see proof. There was so many times growing up where my dad was like, and this is all over the fucking place. Y'all just sitting here listening to me now. What's that? But there's so many times in my life where my dad said that he bought something for me. And then when I go to his house, I'm so excited to see it. And he's like, oh, I had to take it back. Or, oh, I didn't get it. So why the fuck did you tell me you got it? There's a whole bunch of times when my dad said he would come and get me, never came and got me. And then he'll always blame my mom for something. Like, that really fucked me up in life, for real, y'all. Like, I do not believe shit anyone says. You have to prove to me that what you're saying is the truth. I don't believe a fucking thing anybody says. I'm all about action. I met, a potential suitor last year, and he told me, like, well, I trust people off bat. You gotta do something to make me not trust you. And I said, I mean, I can understand that. You're looking at it from the whole opposite side of how I'm looking at it. I don't trust you until you show me I can trust you. I said, there's nothing wrong with either way. I was like, it's not like I disrespect people. I just don't believe shit you're saying until I see it for myself. And honestly, I feel like that's how everybody should be, because people lie so much, and people, don't, or I wouldn't even say lie. Sometimes people don't remember the facts, all of the facts, right? So somebody will tell you something, you believe it, but they left out really, really big pieces of information that matter to the story or to the situation. And now you just trust in every fucking thing they just told you. And now you out here looking like an ass because you done formed an opinion off of half of the information. I don't trust shit. I need to know everything. I need to see everything. I need to see the paperwork. I need to see the phone calls, the text messages, the pictures, the videos. I need to see everything. I need to see the facts. I need to see the car facts. But I digress, y'all. I've had fun. Y'all already know this is dropping today. I recorded it live. I have 1 hour to edit this. So let me get this up to y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning into the Need Some Sugar podcast. As always, I am your host, Sugar Na. And what do we say? It's good, but it needs some sugar. Make sure to follow the Instagram. That's SUGGAHPODCAST at Sugar Podcast. And my personal Instagram is SUGGAHNA. That is at Sugar Na. Bye.